Hi to all. Cell biology is the branch of science which deals with the study of cell shape, structure, and functions. So, cell is the structural and functional unit of life. The structural and functional unit of life is called the cell. So, now I am presenting the cell structure and cell organelle. The study of shape, structure, and functions of cell is called cell biology. In 1665, Robert Hooke first described the presence of cells in the cork. First cell was observed by Robert Hooke in 1665. The structural and functional unit of life is called cell. The study of shape, structure, and functions of cell is called cell biology. In 1665, Robert Hooke first described the presence of cell in the cork. So, history of cell biology. The cell biology starts from the invention of cell by the Robert Hooke. In 1835, Sladen and Schwann recognized that the cell with nucleus is the fundamental unit of all the living organisms. In 1846, Van Moll recognized the protoplasm. In 1868, Robert Brown observed the presence of a special structure in the cell that is called he named it as the nucleus. In 1885, Rudolf Virchow generalized that all the living cells arise only from the parenting ones. The Fleming in 1882 described the somatic cell division and applied the term mitosis. Hartwig invented the meiotic cell division. So these are the some important events in the cell biology. So now you see the cell structures. The presence of the cell organ, we can classify the cells into the two types, prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cell. So prokaryotic cell means they have only the naked DNA only. There is no organized nuclei in the cell. Such type of primitive cell structures are called the prokaryotic cells. Mainly bacteria and cyanobacteria are come under this category. So here the prokaryotic cell bacterial structure is, this is the nucleoid, cell wall, nucleoid, cell membrane and cytoplasm, some ribosome like ribosomes and some flagella, pili and plasmid. Extra chromosomal material is called the plasmid. These type of structures are seen in the prokaryotic cell. So prokaryotic cells show a primitive cellular organization. They are simply having a single membrane which is enclosed by a rigid cell wall. The mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, plastids, all the cell organelles are completely absent. They contain only one chromosome which consists of a single naked DNA molecule. This is the cells are divided by amitosis or binary fission. There is no mitotic divisions or meiotic divisions. The cell divides by amitosis or binary fission. So this is also another prokaryotic cell structure here. This is DNA, pili which are used to attach the host, ribosomes which are mainly for the protein synthesis, flagellum for movement and rigid cell wall and plasma membrane. These are the parts we are seeing in the prokaryotic cell. Now you see the structure of eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell means the cell have the organized nucleus. So what is an organized nucleus means? So organized nucleus means the DNA is present inside the chromosomes and the total material, the chromatin material and nucleoplasm and nucleus all are surrounded by a specific membrane that is called the nuclear membrane. So Such type of nucleus is called the organized nucleus. If the cells have such type of nucleus, the cells are named as the eukaryotic cells. The eukaryotic cell has these cell organelles nucleus. All the cell organelles are present. Cell wall, plasma membrane, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, plastids, mitochondria, all are present in the cell. So eukaryotes are mainly plants and animals, all are come this eukaryotic cell. So now you see these two pictures, prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. In this you observe these two pictures, what are your main observation? You see it is very primitive and primitive one, it is advanced, it have more functions and more complex structures are seen in the eukaryotic cell. But in prokaryotic cell, they are very primitive ones. They have less cell organelle. Their structures are very simple. So what are the differences between prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell? Now you see the prokaryotic cell, naked DNA molecule is present without nuclear envelope and histone proteins. The histone proteins also absent in prokaryotic cell. The cell wall is made up of by muramic acid, diaminopimlic acid. Membrane bounded cell organelle like endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi bodies are absent. 70S ribosomes are present. The respiratory enzymes are attached to plasma membrane, mesosome. Reserve food material is beta hydroxybutyrate. Now you see the eukaryotic cell structure. DNA is present in chromosomes and organized nucleus is present. Cell wall is made up of by cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Membrane bounded cell organelle, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, Golgi apparatus are present. 80S ribosomes are seen. The reserve food material starch or glycose and starch in plant cells, glycose in animal cells. The respiratory enzymes are located in mitochondria. So prokaryotic forms are the bacteria and cyanobacteria. Eukaryotes are the protozoans, animals, and all plants, algal forms, all under come under the category eukaryotic cell. So the eukaryotic cells again plant cells and animal cells. So plant cells. Plant cell and animal. What is the main difference between the plant cell and the animal cell? Basically, these two are the eukaryotic ones. So they have the same cell organelles like nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, all are same. But in three main characters, the plant cells are differ from the animal ones. One is the presence of cell wall. The cell wall is present in plant cell. It is completely absent in animal cell. Again, the plastids, chloroplasts, all these are seen in the plant cell. But these plastids are completely absent in animal cell. And the vacuoles are present in the plant cell. In animals, only protozoans have some food vacuoles and contractile vacuole, but the remaining specified vacuole structure is absent in animal cell. So, in these three ways, these are differ. During cell division, animal cell have the centrioles, but the centrioles are not seen in the plant cell also. These are the main differences between plant cell and the animal cell. So now you see the structure of plant cell. What are the cell organelles? Our main structures are seen in the plant cell means cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, cell organelle and nucleus. So these are the main components of the plant cell. Cell wall. It is a rigid layer. It is a secretion of protoplast and mainly composed of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. The mature cell wall shows three layers: middle lamella, primary cell wall, secondary cell wall. Middle lamella is composed of calcium, magnesium, pectins. The secondary cell wall with lignin, plasmodesmata are present. Cell wall acts as a kind of exoskeleton that provides protection and mechanical support. It gives shape and prevent from desiccation. Now you see this picture. This is the structure of cell wall. The cell wall has the three layers. One is the primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and middle lamella. So the middle lamella is formed from the phragmoplast during the cell division by this by the deposition of cellulose. The primary cell wall develops after that. So when the cell grown up, at that time the secondary cell wall also formed. So this is the plasmodesmater. They have the plasmodesmater to connect the one cell with the another cell. So here the cell wall provides protection and mechanical support, and it acts as a exoskeleton, and it prevents from the desiccation also. So these are the main functions of the cell wall. The second important cell organelle is the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is located below the cell wall. It is made up of by the proteins and lipids. It is semi-permeable membrane. That means it is selective membrane. It allows only the selective elements into the cell and outside to the cell. So this is the cell membrane. The next, cytoplasm, the homogeneous substance which is present between the nucleus and the plasma membrane is called the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm, peripheral ectoplasm, and center inner portion of cytosol or granular endoplasmic cytoplasmic inclusion include oil drops, yolk granules, pigments, cell organelles, all are present in the cytoplasm. The next cell organelle, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is enmeshed from the nuclear membrane. So that as the cytoplasmic matrix is traversed by a vast reticulum-like structure, a framework is called the endoplasmic reticulum. So here the endoplasmic reticulum, it shows some vesicles and some tube-like structures. So these are attached to the nuclear membrane and continues to the cytoplasm. These are two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So rough endoplasmic reticulum, because of the presence of the ribosomes in their surface, so the main function of rough endoplasmic reticulum is the protein synthesis. Some areas of the endoplasmic reticulum is the surface is smooth. That means there is no ribosomes. The smooth surface of ER mainly for the synthesis of the lipids. The function of endoplasmic reticulum is one is the protein synthesis, and the one is the lipid synthesis. Not only this, it also saturates the toxic substances also. So this is the endoplasmic reticulum. The next one is the Golgi complex. It was observed by Camillo Golgi. It consists of cristae, cisternae, vesicles, and vacuoles. The function of Golgi complex is storage of proteins, enzymes, which are secreted by the ribosomes and transported by ER. So, in the Golgi contains the vesicles, some lumen-like structures are there, cisternae, vesicles. There are three types of bodies are seen in this structure. So, these are mainly for the secretion of proteins and enzymes and storage of proteins also. They transport the materials also from ER to the cytoplasm. In plant cells, the Golgi complex shows some modification. That means they are arranged in small units. These are called the dictyosomes. This is about the Golgi apparatus. The next one is the mitochondria, one of the most important cell organelle in eukaryotes, which is double membrane in structure. It has DNA also. So mainly mitochondria are commonly known as the powerhouses of the cell. Why these are called like this means they perform the oxidative phosphorylation and cellular respiration and releases the energy. That's why they named as the cellular powerhouses of the cell. So now is the structure of mitochondria. Mitochondria are oxygen consuming ripper-shaped cellular organelle. It is bounded by two membranes, outer membrane and the inner membrane. The space between these two layers is called the perimitochondrial space. So the outer membrane is surrounded by inner membrane. The inner membrane has some foldings inside. These foldings are called the cristae. So the homogeneous substance which is present inside the inner membrane, that is called the mitochondrial matrix, which contains the oxidative enzymes, coenzymes and circular DNA. So the main function of mitochondria is the oxidative phosphorylation, oxidation of glucose and release and formation of ATP. So these are the main purposes, the production of energy in the cell. The next, plastids. Plastids are commonly found in plant cell. They may be colorless or colored. The colorless plastids are called as the leucoplasts. They have storage of starch and lipids. The green colored pig plastids are called the chloroplasts. These show complicated organizations. Which function is the photosynthesis. The colored plastids are called chromoplasts, which give color to the flowers and the fruits. So now you see the structure of chloroplast. So chloroplasts are the very important cell organelle in plants. Why? Because means they perform the important process which is prepared by the food, that is the photosynthesis. The ultrastructure of chloroplast, you see it is double membrane structure, outer membrane and inner membrane. So the space between these two is called the periplastidial space. Inside that there are two regions. One is the colored part, another one is the non-colored part. The colored part is called grana and the non-colored part is called the stroma. So here the lamellas like structures are present. These are called the thylakoids. The bag-like structures which are arranged in a row, these are named as the thylakoids. The colored lamella are called the grana thylakoids. The thylakoids which connect these two grana thylakoids is called the stroma thylakoids. So here the light reactions and dark reactions are takes place inside the chloroplast. The photosynthetic light reactions are takes place in grana region and dark reactions are takes place in the stroma region. The stroma contains all the photosynthetic enzymes. So the chloroplast double membrane structure, outer membrane, inner membrane. The thylakoids are embedded in the vacuoles. The vacuoles are bounded by a single permeable membrane called tonoplast. They are filled with a fluid called cell sap. The cell sap contain high concentrations of salts, sugars, gases and many water-soluble pigments. Another cell organs are microtubules which are the endoskeleton. They act as the endoskeleton. They give support to the cell. So the cytoplasm of plant and animal cells is traversed by numerous ultra-fine tubules of tubulin protein called microfibrils. Microfibrils are composed of 13 individual protofilamentous arranged to form a hollow cylinder. The function of microtubules is the formation of spindle fibers during cell division. Moreover, they form a structural units of the centrioles, basal granules, cilia and flagella. So they are for tubulin and fibril-like substances. They are forming tube-like structures and give support to the cell. Nucleus. The most important cell organ is the nucleus. The nucleus consists of the four main structures. Nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. The membrane which is present around the nucleus is called the nuclear membrane. It is double membrane structure. It leaves some areas. These are called the nuclear pores. Inside that, the cytoplasm-like structure presents the homogeneous mass is present. It is called the nucleoplasm. Inside the nucleoplasm, there is a network-like structure is seen. This is called the chromatin network, which is made up of by the chromosomes. Inside the chromosomes, the DNA is present. So the another special structure is seen in the nucleus is the nucleolus, which is mainly for the synthesis of RNA. So this is the structure of nucleus. These are the cell organelles which are mainly shown in the plant cell. Thank you.